27 FRET Canyon Trail just came in here at Haylett Auto and RV of Coldwater, Michigan. These have some really cool features going on here I'd like to share with you. One of the things you can't see is that your lamination, one, it's vacuum bonded, which is the best way to laminate, better than pinch rolling, better than anything else. But instead of a Luan substrate, they're using Asdel. It's about 60% lighter than Luan, and it's just a resin. It's melted down pop bottles primarily. It means that the inside wall of this is, mold proof, mildew proof. It's extremely difficult for it to delaminate. It's a product that's been used in Europe for a very long time, and it's really just now catching on here in the States. As you see, the underbelly storage of this, even though it's not a drop frame, is very generous. This has a good size storage area here without a step up in the bedroom. Now you see we've got a full-size TV swing arm bracket here, which is really cool. That is a heavy-duty bracket. You could put a big TV on there if you wanted. Now, your pass-through storage area right here, if you see that hinge, that's because this has a fold-up, fold-down bulkhead wall, meaning you can have as much or as little storage or compartmentalize in 2 storage areas if you want to instead of 1. Everything in this is welded aluminum cage tubing, and you see all this foil insulation here? That's astrofoil, thermal foil, and you see that you have forced air heating here in the underbelly. If this area we're looking at wasn't heated, then you would be freezing at night. That's part of the excellent insulation package that they put to these. It's something like R28 roof, R30 floor, because they use that insulation everywhere. And they insulate their slide outs. If you lift up the carpeting in the slide, you'll see that same insulation there. You would be shocked how many big-time, high-dollar manufacturers don't insulate their slides. So if when you're sitting there in your lazy boy chair, you are just freezing. The slam latches on these, the latches are slam latches. That's probably how I should have phrased that. I like that better than the traditional 751 key because nobody else has that key. Now, another cool thing, I've had people say, well, that's kind of a small baggage door. It's not really. If you look at anything else in this class, you're going to see a giant door over here. Well, actually, not even in this class. In the class above it, rather, in high profiles. This is a mid-profile fifth wheel, the smaller class. Half of the baggage door would be occupied by this docking center over here. Well, in the Canyon Trail, they just separate them. You just have them split a little bit. So you don't really have any smaller storage than you ever had before. It's just set up different. There we go. Here's another cool thing. It's not uncommon, but this has a black tank flush. The reason they do that is because this has seamless rotocast holding tanks, meaning there's no seam that can split. The only trick with a rotocast holding tank is if they don't get a full clean flush, they can bow down a little bit. So they recognize that. They install a black tank flush on here. You don't have that problem. You have 2 inputs here for cable and satellite, and the reason they do that is sometimes you want to watch different programs in different areas of the coach. This will accomplish that. Now you notice your rear ladder folds. It's something that costs a couple bucks extra, but it's a better setup because if you want to put a bike rack down here or anything like that, the ladder can get in the way. That can be a problem. So they split this up. And scientifically speaking, in the RV industry, we call this a billion windows. There's a ton of windows in this thing. It's incredible. I love the floor plan because you can see out it and you can actually see your campsite. It's shocking how often that's the case. Now your power awning here is pitch adjustable. Again, it costs a couple bucks more to do that. But you'd be shocked the kind of fifth wheel manufacturers that do not offer something like that. It's really incredible. Here's another little common sense factor I always forget to talk about. They put the speakers down where they belong. Most manufacturers like to mount the speakers way up here next to your awning. Well, if you want to hear it, you have to turn the music up so loud that you're blowing away your neighbors, then they're calling up to the park, and then you have to deal with that, and then someone's feelings get hurt. No one has fun. We swapped out the standard linoleum for a plank-looking linoleum. It's still linoleum, but it just looks far better. It gives it that warm, rich interior. And look at how tall the slides are here. An area where some manufacturers will try to chintz and save money is to shorten their slides. If they do that, then your microwave is down at chest level where it's no good. You lose out on all this extra storage overhead right here above your sofa. You lose a lot of things. I like the appointments in these Canyon Trails. You know, we've got the cool cloth treatments instead of like hard boxy things. Because those boxy window treatments, they can just get busted up too easy. Above the kitchen, we have a power big air vent fan. And what I like is they put a wall control over here for it. So you can operate that easily without needing a 2 or 3 step stool. This is a rear entertainment. The wall material you're looking at there was made popular by Jayco. It's often referred to as ledge stone. And it really helps complement the fact that we've upgraded the furniture. We've gone from just a standard sofa and standard rocking chair to Lane brand hide-a-bed sofa and recliner. The fireplace down here is an electric space heater. You don't have to spend money burning your propane when you already bought their electricity. I'm going to run long on this video, I can already tell, but this is a new product and I'm really excited about it. We did not include TVs on these. The mounting bracket comes standard, but we didn't include the TVs because what we found is that the cost of a TV from a manufacturer is starting to become significantly more than simply buying a TV aftermarket from, say, Best Buy or Walmart or something like that. So, a lot of people also already have TVs that they plan to bring with them. You can simply mount it on that giant mounting bracket there, and you can swing it to face any area here in the living room, just like I'm doing with this camera right now. I like that there's extra space. There's this nice little overhang right here for serving space, or, you can kind of just, belly up to the bar, so to speak, and use that like a breakfast nook. The fit and the finish on their cabinetry, by and large, has been pretty fantastic. I've been very impressed with that. I like that we have full four-finger drawer pulls. It's getting cold, my brain's stopping, so I can't speak. Again, this is the smaller class of fifth wheel, so you won't see these giant 60-inch showers that you will in some of their bigger fifth wheels. Canyon Trail makes both medium-sized and large fifth wheels. The nice part here is that they have very efficient processes, so you're not paying a bunch of extra money for their research and development, This has a wardrobe slide. This entire wall over here is an extra slide, and it's just pure storage. Now, you notice they did something very smart. A lot of manufacturers will, wow, those hinges are brand new, kind of fighting me. They won't put the mirrored inserts on here. And the problem with that is it makes your bedroom look very dark and boxy. Those mirrors reflect all the light that come in from this window here and from our overhead vent. So you still have a comfortable, well-lit, very nice-looking bedroom instead of, feeling like you're crawling into a box. There's a lot of things I haven't touched on yet, and I've already run over twice as long as I like to record those videos. So give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett Auto and RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you very much and happy camping.